This is the Agent Mind Podcast. Hey, welcome back to the Agent Mind Podcast. I'm your host, TJ McGraw. Today we're going to answer the question, like, should you hire a real estate coach? It's probably the number one question that I get from agents, especially agents that are either stuck or they're new in the business. Should I hire a real estate coach? Like it's so hard. I understand how hard it is to spend the money when you don't have it, and when you don't have the money is when you really need to have a coach. So there's like, you're stuck and it's like a catch-22, a rock and a hard place. I can't afford you, but I know I need to hire you. That's that's what we get stuck with. We get stuck on that. So I'm going to kind of clear this up a little bit. Here's what you can do. This is what I would first things first. I'm going to answer the question and then I'm going to tell you why. Okay. We're going to move into why. So the answer to the question is, should you hire a real estate coach? Should you get a coach? The answer is, I think you know the answer. Does everybody know what I'm going to say? The answer is yes. We'll just get it. The answer is yes. You know that answer. Yes. And I'm sure that if you had the money to do it, you would already have a coach right now because you understand the importance. We're just going to start there, because if you are of the mind where you can just go it alone and not have a mentor, not have a coach, then don't listen to the rest of the podcast. It's not going to do any good for you. Before we go any further, I got to give you a verbal save the date for February 6, 2025. The Real Estate Collaborative Network is hosting a huge one-day event on the South Side. Dustin Brome of the Massive Agent Society and Neil Mathwig, founder of Agent Rise, two powerhouse industry leaders, together for the first time here in Atlanta. Unlock the game-changing strategies as you learn firsthand the proven tactics they use to drive success in today's market. So whether you're looking to scale your business or stay ahead in this constantly changing environment, this is your chance to gain insights from the best in the business. Link is in the show notes, or go to events.realestatecollaborativenetwork.com to register. And the best part is it's absolutely free, so you've got nothing to lose. I'll see you there. Yes, you should absolutely 100% have some kind of coach in your business. It could be a business coach. It depends on where you are. As a new agent, certainly a real estate coach. As a stuck agent, a real estate coach. If you are a team owner and you're crushing it and your team's doing 40 million a year, that's awesome as well. Like, do you need a real estate coach or do you need like a mastermind group? And then you might want to hire a business coach at that point, because you've got a pretty big business that probably has a lot of moving parts, and you're kind of a beyond that. And then joining a mastermind, it could be a way to get your real estate coaching fix from peers that are kind of in the same situation you are, and talk about best practice and all that stuff. So, but that's a little advanced. We're not talking about that right now. We're talking about hiring a real estate coach. The answer is yes, in some capacity, do it. Now, here's what you could do. This is totally possible. In theory, this is 100% possible. Most real estate coaches, for the most part, there's probably a couple that don't do this, but most real estate coaches have their whole plan, have all of their coaching, everything is out there online for free, whether it's through a podcast, their YouTube channel, on their social media, maybe have a Facebook group page. It's all out there, and you could go and listen to all their podcast episodes, watch all the videos, and surmise and a plan to use their coaching philosophy and put it into practice, and then go and do it. Two things with that, a challenge with that. The first one is you don't have anybody to really ask questions to. Maybe in the Facebook group you can ask some questions, but you can't really like have a conversation to work through a problem. That's pretty important. The second thing is just accountability. Like who's holding you accountable to stick to the plan and remind you of what the next step is in the plan, and remind you of what the important things are, and to help you stay away from shiny objects and all that stuff. Well, the only thing that a coach is the only way that's going to happen. Hiring a coach, or joining a team. That's another way to do it. You could join a team where the team lead offers coaching. So there's a number of ways you can get coaching, which kind of get into that in a minute. I'm not going to spend too much time on that. We're going to focus more on the importance of hiring a coach. So a couple things for me and for what I've seen from other people when they have a coach. The first thing is they get clarity in their business. Most often, they're most often business actually declines, or it appears to decline. So I have a lot of people that come to me that I've had some people join the team. And they're like, listen, I thought I needed a team, but like my business is going kind of nowhere. And like, it's not really helping. And I'm not really on board with what you're coaching. Here's a couple reasons why that happens. The first one is you may be switching tactics. So there's a switch cost involved. You have to have time. You have to have time for the new tactic to build, for the new plan to get put into place and really start working. That's the number one. The second thing is that you've been felt like you were busy working on all this stuff, and you more than likely don't know if it's actually working or not. So you have all these little projects. You're busy. You're tweaking your website, tweaking your Facebook business page. You're getting all your maybe you have CRM and you like getting all your auto responses all customized and all that. So you're doing all this busy work where you feel like you're moving the needle in something, but you haven't been tracking it. You don't know what exactly is moving the needle. You just know you're busy and you're doing a lot of stuff. So having a coach is going to help you remove some of that stuff, to say, cross some of that stuff off your to-do list and just focus on the thing that's important, and then help you hold yourself accountable to that stuff. So switch cost, and then the fact that your busy work is being eliminated. So it's kind of a psychological thing where you need a coach because you're not having the transactions that you want. But then when you hire a coach, they remove a bunch of stuff from your day. So you feel like you're not being productive. So you feel like the coaching is not working. So that's just something to look out for when you do hire a coach, because you will, because hiring a coach is absolutely 100% necessary. I think it's 100% necessary. If you want to grow to the next level, it's 100% necessary. Even if it's temporary, even if you once in a while you get a coach, you get up to a level where you're working, then get a coach. However you want to work it, like having a coach is truly, truly important. So that's the end of it. That's really what it is. So when you hire a coach, just be aware that it may seem at first like it's not working, and you're going to have I know my coach, Neil Mathwig from Agent Rise Coaching, he always says you're going to have a breakdown before the breakthrough. So, and that is absolutely true with any time that you pick up a new plan and you start digging into a new venture, there's going to be a breakdown before you have the breakthrough. And the breakdown is it's like 3 feet from gold. Keep digging and you're going to get that breakthrough. And then that's when you really understand the value of coaching. So that's my 2 cents. But start out with, my advice is this: start out consuming different content from different coaches. And then you'll start to jive with one of them. You'll start to feel like, okay, this person I can really relate to. Like, I like their personality. I like what they do. Other coaches, you might be like, this guy is like too hardcore. He's too in your face. Like, I just can't respond to that kind of coaching. So consume their content, their free stuff at first. Try to put some stuff into practice. Really think about what you're good at and what you want to accentuate. If you have a coach that's telling you need to work on your flaws and you need to do all the stuff that you're not good at to get better at that might not be the best coach. You want a coach that's going to help you accentuate the stuff that you're great at, and then help you figure out how to get the stuff that you're not so good at done, whatever that means. Hire somebody. Maybe you have a certain time that you do it, whatever the case may be. But you shouldn't have a coach that insists that you focus on doing something that you hate. Door knocking is a huge thing that comes to mind, because it's one of the most popular things to hate in real estate business. Door knocking and cold calling, which they work. That's why they're still around. That's why people still talk about them. But you don't want to have a coach if you're not willing to do that, or if you're going to wake up every day hating what you do, then and you get a coach that's insisting that that's what you do to be successful. That's not the coach for you. You got to find a different coach, because there's a million ways to make money in real estate. The trick is consistency. The trick is staying focused. The trick is being able to work through challenges and problems and be able to bounce stuff off of other people. A coach is amazing for that. And it's better than like if you have a friend that's in real estate, maybe somebody in real estate that pulled you into real estate, they're a friend from a while ago or whatever the case may be. Oftentimes it's hard to be like completely honest and vulnerable with that person. But if you hire a coach, you're paying somebody to keep you online. You're paying somebody, so there's a commitment there, and you know that you better, when you pay for something, you're more likely to use it. You find more value in it. And B, you're paying them to hear you out and to be vulnerable in front of, so that you can show confidence and strength in front of your clients and other real estate agents. So that's it. Hire a coach. Go get it. Let's grow.